everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time to get into some Big Brother talk. Pretty much want to talk about the things that have gone on over the weekend with the live feeds. If you are a casual Big Brother watcher, you're not on Twitter, you don't want to hear a spoiler or two, this isn't going to be the live conversation for you because I am going to talk about veto. I am going to talk about who's nominated, all that good stuff. So I hope you all are ready. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Michelle. I'm happy you all are here. Um, I got my trusty notes. I didn't have time to upload everything, so I'm gonna have to show from my phone. And I kind of want to try to figure out where should we start. I think I want to start with this disclaimer for Kiss My Cheeks TV. I don't know how much longer I can give you all Big Brother 24 because I like to be a happy reviewer. I don't like to be stressed. I don't like to be triggered. And I don't like feeling like I'm angry, yelling at the camera when I'm talking about shows and reviews that I love. I hate this cast of BB24, everybody outside of Taylor. I feel like everybody pretty much feels the same. I don't want every video that I come on here dragging someone, reading someone. Like, I don't want to be like that. I like to be shady. I like to throw a little shade, a little joke or two every once in a while. But I don't want to come on camera every time going off. And I feel like tonight I'm going to go off because it's a lot of things I want to share with you all. I'm sure you all seen it. I want to know your opinions. I want to talk about it. But for the most part, when it comes to shows like Big Brother, The Challenge, Survivor, we enjoy talking about the strategy of the game. What people should do, what moves they should make. Was that a mistake? Was it not? We're here to talk about the game, not the people. But it's very clear that there's no game going on this season. These people don't care about nothing but getting Taylor out of the house. Though there is conversation that she might stay this week. We're going to get into that. Now, again, y'all know Big Brother don't come on to 7 o'clock, 2 hours. And some of you all are casuals. You might not even know who nominated. We getting ready to talk about it. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click off now. So everyone is saying hey to everybody in the chat. Hey, everybody in the chat. Daniel is saying disgusting things about Taylor. I got a couple of video clips. Oh, the person who pisses me off the most is Terrence. I think this is Michelle. Yep. We're really disappointed in Terrence. Yes, he's an older player. He's from Chicago. He should know better. He's been through enough discrimination himself to recognize what's going on and not want to be a part of it. I'm very disappointed in Terrence the most. I heard with Daniel, we about to get into all of that. The Challenge USA is where it's at. I love the Challenge USA, but we talk about that on Friday nights with Ostella. We have a good time with the challenge. Didn't me and Charles talk for about 2 hours? We had a good time Friday night. I don't know what DM. Are we talking about what Daniel said to Monty? Let's just go ahead and get into it because every clip I have is negative. They saying something negative. It's a pretty good chance Pooch is going home. That's what I heard, but I just don't trust them. I don't trust them. The hatred they have for Taylor is so strong. I don't trust that they can actually vote for her to stay. I really don't. Now, mind you, I'm not really a trusting person. It's hard for me to gain trust in people after you already showed me your true colors. I don't see it, but it's a lot of game left to play. Let's just go ahead and get into it. Amira and Nicole have been putting in work. They've been putting in work, but they still hate Taylor too. Like, I just don't like nobody in the house right now. It's nobody that I like. Hey, Zuda. Hey, Dabu. They have not confirmed who used the word Daniel or Monty. They not gonna confirm. They gonna make sure we think Monty said it. A lot of people going around saying Terrence said it. But let's talk about it for the people who don't know. We fast forwarding. I want to say this happened last night. They were in the kitchen cooking. I don't have a clip of this one because I just saw it today on Twitter. Nicole was showing Monty how to cut onions. Somebody said, "You're a chef, boy RD." They think Monty said that. I'm a chef, boy RD. Someone else in the background said, "Yes, you're a chef, boy or a Negro." They're saying Daniel said that. I 100% believe Daniel said it because it sounds like something he would say. So, I don't have the clip. People have been analyzing the clip. People have been saying, well, Monty said it. But why would Monty call himself a Negro when he doesn't even identify as black? So why would he go a couple of generations back and say he a Negro? So I don't think Monty would say it. Now, at the most, maybe Terrence may have said it, but it sounded like some Daniel would say. So I don't know who said it. But like I said, I can't let these people stress me out, especially over Monty. I don't care what they call Monty. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed Pooch could be going. He's been losing votes by the day right now. He only has 2 votes to stay. I'm surprised. I'm surprised Pooch only has 2 votes. Angie, I don't know why you still hate watching this. It's on my Twitter. Whenever Big Brother season comes up, I think I follow the hashtag Big Brother 24. So when I look at Twitter, it's all the live feeds are there. I'm gonna have to stop unfollowing the hashtag because you're right. I'm doing it to myself. And at first I wanted to hate watch because I wanted to see Monty and Terrence go home. But now hate watching is stressing myself out. I don't know. You all put it in the chat. Are you all still watching? Because I know y'all want me to review, but what's another show we can get into if we really hate Big Brother this much? Like, are y'all gonna watch Love Island? That comes back on Tuesday, and I'm definitely gonna be reviewing Love Island. We shall see. Nicole and Amira put Monty in his place. Yeah, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people put Monty in his place, but I don't know. I'm one of them people, I gotta see it. I ain't gonna believe it to Thursday night. I'm not gonna believe Taylor is staying into Thursday night. I don't care what these people say on the live feeds because their actions are showing something else. So they can say they read Monty, they put him in his place. Everybody hate Pooch. I'm not believing it to Thursday night. Hey, Kamisha. You watch Taryn. What's the name of that RHAP reality? I don't know what that RHAP stands for, but I know Taryn does all the live feeds. It's hard to watch Taryn, and I love Rob and his podcast. I really do like those people over there, especially during Survivor. I think I like Rob and the podcast better during Survivor. But when it comes to racial issues, you can tell Taryn is not racist. I'm going to say that about him. I like Taryn, I do. But he's not at the point where he could speak intelligently on racist things going on in the house. So Taryn does what a lot of white people should do. No shade to none of y'all in the chat. If you don't know what you're talking about, Taryn is quiet. And Taryn will gloss over what could be colorist or racist, and he'll stick to the game because he doesn't want to say anything incorrectly. And I don't mind you doing that because I'd rather you not say anything incorrectly than to be talking some foolishness like Janelle was talking, and we'll get into her as well. But Taryn is hard to watch because the story that he paints is not the right color. He paints everything all colorful and cheery instead of black and white, what it is. So I like Taryn. And I like that other girl. What's her name? Mama Rose. Her and her mama do the live feeds too. I like them too. But you can tell they gloss over what's really going on and they keep it very PC. And I like to know the real. I want to know what's real. But y'all into Love Island. Okay. We're gonna do Love Island. F Boy Island, I've watched episodes 1 and 2. I'm actually gonna watch episode 3. They had 3 episodes up, and I was gonna get into F Boy Island tomorrow night because it's a if you just like mess, these people ain't looking for love, but it's messy, it's funny, and it's some. I would rather talk about that than this. I'd rather have fun than to be angry. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's get into it. Kamisha going to bed. Okay, I don't know. My comments getting messed up. Okay, there they go. Kamisha went to bed. I did see Kamisha's interview. Please go to YouTube. Kamisha, I just lied real quick. I saw it at the end, but I haven't had an opportunity to go back and watch it from the beginning and watch it all the way through. But I did see Kamisha has an interview with one of Taylor's friends. I believe her name is Raven. And it's a cute 30-minute interview. And I'm interested in going back and rewatching it because I just want to know how her actual friend feels about what's going on in the house. You know, someone who actually knows Taylor. So go to Kamisha Reviews and check out that interview. I'm definitely going to check it out. Probably at, ooh, I had a hiccup. I'm probably going to check it out tomorrow while I'm working. That's usually when I listen to a lot of YouTube interviews. You was off this week and you spent a lot of time in the future. See, I ain't read that right. I was off this week. I spent a lot of time this week, but not sure how much I'll spend. Oh, you talking about you right. I know it's Rob in a podcast. I don't know what Rob's podcast is called, but what is it called? Rob in the podcast. Rob had a podcast. I don't know what it's called, but I like Rob. I really like them to do Survivor. That's their wheelhouse. I don't like him too much on Black. They don't cover Black topics, Kamisha. They gloss right over them, or they act like they don't happen, or they just say something real quick, politically correct, and then they move on. But I will say this about them: I'd rather them do that than be Janelle. Keep your money going, Rob. I don't watch Beverly Hills. I tweeted this to Rob. I at least got to get his name. Is it Rob in his podcast? I don't know what it is. But let's get into the foolishness of the conversation of this live. I wanted you all to know. I told y'all, Paloma, she might have started the shit, but she was not the problem of the house. Because these people are still acting terrible to Taylor now that Paloma is gone. So week 1, everybody like, oh, it's Paloma. Paloma did this. Paloma was the leader of the group. Paloma on the head. Paloma is gone, been gone. And you all are actually treating Taylor worse. You're actually getting worse. Now, some of y'all letting her play, but y'all letting her play in y'all face and think you making moves, but then you talking about her behind her back. So Paloma is not the issue. Now, I'm going to pull up a couple of clips. Let's start with Daniel because we're all disgusted by Daniel. I'm going to play it on my phone, but I know y'all done seen this shit on Twitter. So I'm just playing it real quick for point of reference so we could talk. Let me turn it up.
Would not leave her alone. She would run around, chasing her everywhere. And now that Paloma is gone, Taylor won't leave me alone. I have no idea why. It's a joke.
So Daniel says Taylor is stalking him. She won't leave him alone. She following him around the house. Of all the men that Taylor would want to stalk in BB24, Daniel, you probably last on the list. Probably the only person that's underneath you is Turner. Taylor is not stalking you. Sir, you were just HOH. If anything, she's probably trying to talk game to you, which is what you're supposed to do in the house. It's like this girl cannot live. In another clip, he's being heard. I didn't have a chance to screen record this clip where I think it's some kind of conversation about who they would want to put on slop. And he told a group of people that Taylor deserved to be put on slop because why should she live a normal life? She doesn't deserve to be normal. Now, when you see Hannah, when you see Hannah put that tweet up on what is it called? Twitter, it is misleading. But he said it. But he said it in a way which is still trash. The way he said it was still trash. But when I first saw it, I was like, what do you mean she doesn't deserve to be normal? She doesn't deserve to live normal. He was saying she deserves to not live normal and be on slop because she is not allowing him to be normal by stalking him. And then there's another clip of Amira and Daniel running out of the HOH room because Taylor wants to come up and talk to the HOH, which is what you're supposed to do in Big Brother. Like, you mad at her when she don't play the game, and then you mad at her for trying to play the game. I personally, and I know a lot of you all hate to hear it, I'm personally on the page of Vote Taylor Out. What you all are doing to her is it's messing with her mental because you're being friends in her face, but then doing trash things behind her back. You're still putting her in isolation. When you do allow her to have a conversation, now she's stalking you. It's like, at the end of the day, I would love for Taylor to play this game, but she does not have an opportunity. She does not have an opportunity to play this game because the people in the house hate her. So for me, I would rather you just vote her out, let her be, and then where do you all go next? I don't know. Daniel is insane. He's very insane. Number one, I knew Daniel was crazy when they said he was an Elvis impersonator. Sir, you look nothing like Elvis. And that little bit of hunka burning love you did in the beginning previews of the show, I said, who was paying him to be Elvis? So I knew he was insane when he picked Elvis as a person he thought he could impersonate. Number two, I knew something was wrong with Daniel when he had to ask all the black people in the house, do you think it'd be cool for two black people to go home in a row? Like, people are really telling on themselves if you really listen to what they're saying on the live feeds. Now, there's another clip. You probably can't really hear it because it's hard to hear on my phone, so I'm not even going to play it. But I'm just going to show y'all the picture. There's a clip of Pooch. This is before veto nominations were even made, where Pooch is whispering to Terrence. And he's saying, if Taylor gets picked to play veto, this is before even house nominations are made, because obviously Taylor's going to play veto. She was nominated. He was like, I'll be so fucking mad and frustrated. It's like, this bitch won't go away. Like, that mosquito you can't fucking kill. So for whatever reason, she keeps getting fucking I'm so mad I'm reading it wrong. For whatever reason, she keeps getting fucking second chances. Someone should close that fucking door. This is Pooch talking to Terrence. What angers me about that clip is Terrence, if you can't see, can I blow this up? Terrence is representing the Chi-Town. He got on his Chi-Town hat. And he's allowing a white man to call a black woman a fucking bitch in his presence. And he's just like, yeah, she a mosquito. We can't squash her. And then some people had the audacity to come in my chat when we had that black men don't protect black women conversation. This is another example. I don't care what you think about Taylor. You should never allow any man to call a woman a bitch, a fucking bitch, especially a non-melanated man. I think Terrence's wife has to be embarrassed. Like, she has to be embarrassed by him because, girl, if you married him and he act like this, I'm kind of looking at you like Letitia Scott over there in Huntsville. Like, if you like it, I love it. Oh my God! Last night was horrid. Almost all of them in the HOH room saying that they was leaving once Taylor come up. Right? Like, why? And this is why I say I don't think she has the votes, because half of them in there want to try to gather votes for her to stay. But why are you trying to get her to stay just to treat her like this? I don't get it. Why does he think she's obsessed with him? Does everybody in the house need a psych evaluation? They do, because this is pure insanity. Between him and Jasmine is very delusional. Don't forget about Monty. Monty is very delusional. Should not comment on someone's mental health. What comment we made on somebody's mental health? Look, I don't mean to shade anybody. And I'm not perfect. I might say something that's incorrect. I don't mind being corrected. But I don't give a damn about Paloma and her mental health. Everybody all up and down Twitter, prayers for Paloma, this and this. Number one, I think she faking. Number two, I thought that was an easy out to get her out of this week. I thought it was an easy out for CBS to blame week one on someone and look, oh, she has anxiety and she needs a nap. We're going to blame week one on her, but who y'all going to blame week two on, CBS? So forgive me if I'm insensitive to Paloma, but I just don't have any sensitivity for her, and I don't believe it's real. That deserve word didn't sit well with me at all. I done forgot what I'm too far up in the chat. Let me come back. Oh, you shaming yourself. I'm sorry. Daniel said it was saying for sharing himself. Let's move on to the next clip because I done got lost in the comments. The next clip is what pissed me off the most this weekend. There's a scene of Terrence and Jasmine sitting in the HOH room. And I want you all to see if you can hear for yourself what he's saying. Then I'm going to repeat it because let me tell y'all, it's hot up here in my office. I got that little mini AC going and a fan. So let's pick up the scene. I'm turning it all the way up.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's my loyalty to you and you a sister. So it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's a different type of sister. She's not a sister.
She's something that, yeah.
So that's you know, I don't like people who play.
And then now she's working, honey. Yeah.
But she treacherous though, G.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like she showed her colors first time, and that crying shit is a waterworks. She could do that shit instantly and turn that shit off and act like
nothing
happened.
Okay. The first thing they're talking about, this is Terrence's second "we're married, let's work together" pitch. Like, he's saying, I'm married, you married, we should have each other's back. And then he says, and you're a sister. And if you in the African American community, you know what it means when they say you a sister. But then he turns around and say, yeah, you're a real sister. She's not a real sister, in reference to Taylor. He doesn't explain how she's not a real sister, but he just says it, which means he's speaking ignorance. But then Jasmine has the audacity to say, yeah, she's something. Bitch, what do you mean something? Something like what? Because I can tell you what you are, Jasmine, but I ain't gonna go there. Then he continues with this crying, the waterworks, she turns it on and off. You can't trust it. She already showed us her true colors. I really want someone to ask them, what did Taylor do? What was her true colors? What did she do so bad to irritate you? Now we know it's colorism and racism over here on Kiss My Cheeks TV, right? We know what it really is. I just want to know what they're gonna say. I really want to talk to Terrence, not out of because I like him, because I don't. But see, he's Chi-Town. And I was rooting for you, Chi-Town, rooting for you. One anticipating watching you play. Now all I want to see you do is exit the house. I really want to know what he said, what he means by she's not a real sister. The rumor is production sat the cast down and spoke to them. Number one, does production have the education to explain what a microaggression is? Because I heard they did that too, but it's very obvious that whatever production said to the cast, they don't understand because they're still doing it. So does production have the expertise to explain what a microaggression is? Is the rumor that they explained it twice? I guess they said, okay, we can't be colorists. Let's just be bullies. I don't know. Whatever production explained to them, it's not working. It's not working. I know Jasmine's poor hygiene self ain't speaking on marriage when she's obsessed with getting a hug from Joseph. Look, I ain't gonna shade nobody else here. I had a good read for somebody else on another show, but I ain't gonna say it. They ain't do nothing over here on Big Brother. But she wouldn't be the only one. We've seen plenty of married women flirt and cuddle on Big Brother. Don't nobody want you, Jasmine. They probably only cuddling up to you this week because you at HOH. I can't wait to see this pie eating contest. Oh, I'm going to read. I'm going to read. I heard exactly what he said. You're referring to, did Daniel say the Negro comment? They never say true colors about a non-black person. They think she's pretending to be nice and her true colors, that's what it is. Because they're always like, oh, we're so proud of you. You didn't get angry. You didn't get aggressive. You did so good getting put on the block. Like, bitch, I'm telling y'all, I can't be on the next season. I want to do it so bad. I want to do it so bad. But they can't put me in a house with a cast like this. They couldn't. Next season casting, when y'all put me on, I want to have the little 40-year-old spot. You know, y'all only put about 1 or 2 40-year-olds on there. Let me get one of them spots. But don't put me on the cast like 24. Because what's going on right now would not be going on. Everybody would hate me because I'm calling everybody out. I just came to say, fuck my we're here for that. We're here for that, D. Because Monty hasn't been acting up on the feeds this week, but I have not forgotten about Monty. And if he has been acting up, put it on my attention. Bring it to my attention. Jasmine really had the nerve to fix her mouth and say that, yes, she did. Yes, she did. That's why I wanted to have the clips. Because sometimes people will type on Twitter what's going on in the feeds, and I'll be like, I gotta see the clip before I believe it. Especially that conversation with Terrence and Jasmine about she not a real sister. I said, no, Terrence ain't said that. I gotta see that to believe it. And they tagged me in the clip real quick. I said, oh, hell no. Now let's get into Miss Janelle. Because Janelle, I ain't had time to upload it. Did I miss anything? I don't think I missed anything. No. Oh, wait, there's another clip. Oh, we talked about she don't deserve to be normal. Yeah, we talked about that. So Janelle made a tweet. And we talked about this on Twitter Spaces this morning. A part of me believes CBS told Janelle to tweet this out because, Janelle, you were doing so good on Twitter this season. You were saying the right things. You were minding your business. And then Janelle says this. She just said this today. She said, what some of the fans need to realize about Big Brother is that there has to be hated and loved contestants to create a storyline for the show. You can't like everyone or it'll be incredibly boring. This season has great potential. Just wait. I have high hopes for Michael and Taylor. Hashtag BB24. And then my good friend Kamisha Reviews tweeted Janelle and said, I understand that, but the hate I'm seeing is toxic against one black woman. How is that game? Janelle, learn how to fucking read a room. And if you ain't got shit smart to say, shut up. Because see, the way I interpret what Janelle is saying, when she says some people have to be loved and some people have to be hated, Janelle is telling casual America who really ain't into the live feeds, it's okay to hate Taylor. What they're doing to hate Taylor is okay because we got to hate somebody for there to be a storyline. No. It's okay to dislike somebody in the house, but let there be a reason. Like, let them say, oh, I'm coming after you, or let them say something about your mama, or let them just, it has to be a reason. Don't try to explain this away with we got to love and hate some people. Because CBS isn't giving us the true storyline. If we were going to really hate some people, we would be hating the people that are doing what they're doing to Taylor. But no, you're showing Taylor as, oh, was she lying on Monty and doing all this other bullshit? Like, Janelle, I know CBS told you to tweet this because you are so loved. Michael was shouting you out every other episode because he winning vetoes left and right. I know CBS said, Janelle, just tweet this and it'll calm some of the casuals down. All you did was make the live feeders, the black people, all you did is enrage us to now jump down your throat. Sometimes you got to say no to the assignment. Just say no to the assignment. And if it wasn't an assignment, just sometimes keep your true feelings to yourself. Tell it to your girlfriend. Do it at the kitchen table. Y'all know kitchen table talk is next. I can't talk long. Me and Blissfully Single Beings have kitchen table talk next. And trust me, that's going to be a happy show. Kitchen table talk is a happy show where we just act crazy. We get a drink. I got my drink sitting right here. We get our drinks. We go over the hot topics of the week. We play games. We have a good time at the kitchen table. So that's how I want to be on YouTube. I don't want to be angry. And I think I speak for black people. I don't want to speak for everybody. But I think we see racism in our own lives enough that we don't want to turn on our TV screen and watch it. We turn on TV to be entertained, to escape some of the bullshit we go through on a day-to-day basis. We don't turn on our TV to be triggered about the shit we got to go through when we walk out our doors. But anyway, I think they just threw some hints in the DR sessions. I highly doubt they did it in. Okay. I heard that too, D. I heard that they were throwing hints at people in the DR. They need to keep throwing them. Matter of fact, they need to just straight out saying it plain, flat, and clear. Because some of these people can't catch a hint. Just be like, bitch, you doing too much. You look like a racist. You might want to calm down. Say it plain and clear to some of these people. Because I don't think they get it. I really don't think they get it. I'm sure production did say something. They supposedly have training right before the show. I saw an interview with Azza, and she said they did training for the challenge. I'm sure they do. Just like some of our jobs. If you work a corporate job, I know where I work, we have... Damn it, I got to do all kind of trainings. We have to do annual trainings on things like this. Annual. So I'm sure they did train them because most people in professional settings don't want the lawsuits that come behind this kind of bullshit. I hope Taylor sue y'all ass. I ain't a lawyer, but I wonder if she can. Because the shit they doing to her is clear and wrong, and she got all the video evidence, but they probably signed some kind of paperwork that said they can't sue. Maybe did not say it directly, but hinted. Oh, okay. They need to say it direct, Michelle. Say it direct. Now, let's not be all shady and angry in this chat while we have a few minutes left. Let's talk about the strategy, if there is any strategy to save Taylor this week. So Taylor needs what, 6 votes for it to be a tie? Because yes, 6 and 6 is 12, 15. She needs 6 votes to be a tie, 7 to stay in the house. You all think Taylor have 7 votes? And if it did come down to a tie, do you all really think Jasmine would break the tie to save Taylor? Let's put it in the chat. I don't want to be angry the whole time. Let's have a little bit of strategy talk. Let's see if Taylor can stay. And even before that, we can talk about this too. Throw it all in the chat. I don't know if the veto ceremony happened or not. Do you think Michael will use the veto to save Taylor? Do you think there's any possibility they can convince Michael to save Taylor? Let's see. Yeah, that's what they do. We got to watch a 30-minute video and take the little question and answer at the end. It's in my position, I'm usually very busy. I don't be having time to take all these damn training videos, but we have to take them annually. On I could never do it because I work for the government, but I wish I could show y'all the list of trainings we have to say. When I say it ain't 1 or 2, it's a scroll down the computer list. You got to keep scrolling. There's so many damn trainings we have to take. But anyway, might as well because everyone in the house don't get it. Well, apparently the Girls Alliance and Andy is really pushing to get Pooch out. Andy said, let's take the shot now while we have the chance. That's very smart, Andy. But who's in the... Okay, let's break down the numbers. Okay, so that would be Amira, Andy, Brittany. Y'all sure Alyssa gonna vote out Pooch? Alyssa, Nicole. That's 5 of the girls that can vote. I believe... Who are the guys? They have Michael. So I could see them having a tie, but I don't trust Monty, Terrence, or Kyle to vote. Do they have Monty, Terrence, and Kyle? And you telling me the guy who the rumor is he even went to production to tell production Taylor is stalking him. You really think Daniel is about to vote out Pooch? I can see the 5 girls, but who would be the 2 guys? Michael would be 1. They might can get it to the tie. Are they banking on a tie and banking on Jasmine to break this tie? I don't trust Alyssa either. It could happen. It can happen. I don't think she has the votes, but it's possible if Monty continues to piss people off. Yes, I've heard that they want Michael to take Taylor off and put Monty up to ensure Pooch goes home, but Monty could go home too. Unless something changes, I really do think, you really do think Pooch will go home this week, but Taylor will go in the next week or 2. But see, as long as Pooch goes home this week, Taylor has another opportunity to win HOH. So it would be smart for Michael to use the veto and put up someone who might vote for Pooch. I agree, but Jasmine is HOH. That's the pieces just aren't falling in line for me. Like maybe if Amira was HOH or Nicole, even Alyssa, I could see the girls having more leeway to convince Alyssa over Jasmine. Ugh. But y'all saying that Pooch might stay. She might have the votes. Monty would do it. Yesterday, Pooch was throwing he was throwing Monty under the bus to Jasmine. Oh, and Jasmine told him. Oh, so Pooch running his mouth. Running that mouth will get you in trouble, Pooch. Okay. I don't trust Monty, but y'all saying it can happen. Y'all giving me faith. Y'all giving me a little bit of hope. Even if she stays, the girls will definitely send Taylor home pretty much before all the guys. I agree. Like, even if Taylor stays, if she doesn't win HOH next week, she going right back on the block. And it's going to take another week of planning and conniving to get her to stay again. I don't know. I would like Taylor to stay. Like, if Taylor stays, I'm going to watch and I hope she plays. But if she's just going to go, just let her go. I've heard that. I heard Taylor said if she stays next week, she's going to throw HOH. That's the worst thing you can do, Taylor. I'm sending it to you through the airwaves all the way out there to LA. That's the worst thing you can do is throw an HOH if they allow you to stay. Because you have so many targets, you can't go wrong. You can go any, meeny, miny, mo. Anyone left in that house that you put on the block is great for your game. I would say outside of Michael and Brittany. Outside of Michael and Brittany, don't put them up. But anybody else you put up, Taylor, is great for your game. So you really can't go wrong if you win HOH. Because after your HOH, they was going to come after you anyway. So you might as well get somebody out. Taylor needs to win HOH, but she's thinking of throwing it and telling no one. I heard on Twitter. If she's going to throw it, she needs to make a deal. It can't be a secret I'm throwing it. It needs to be, look, if you all save me this week, I will throw HOH next week and we could just play the game some more next week. But I'll throw it so somebody else could win it if you save me. But you need to make a deal out of that. Don't just throw it and give it away. You need to make a deal, Taylor. Taylor needs to wake up and realize these people were literally just leaving the room when she walked in 3 days ago. She's not safe enough to do it. We had that conversation on Twitter Spaces, like, why won't somebody tell Taylor, like a Michael or a Brittany, that people in the house really don't like her? Who wants to do that? Would I do that? Like, I don't know. I probably would. I'd probably be like, bitch, don't trust them. I don't know. But it's hard when we know what the real deal is outside of the house, but it's very clear that these people are being fake in Taylor's face and doing all the bullshit behind her back. So she probably doesn't feel the true energy of it. I heard Amira is talking about trying to keep Taylor this week. I've heard that from Amira, but Amira been on bullshit too. So it's hard for me to believe people want to keep her when they're acting the way they're acting on these live feeds. Also, Jazz says she was the closest with Monty. Who was Jazz? Oh, Jasmine. Okay. Nicknames. Okay. Wait. Zuda, you're not talking about Jasmine is closest with Monty and wants to see him go extremely far so that him and Michael and all the girls as well. Jasmine is delusional. When did Jasmine become close to Monty? I hope you meant somebody else. She needs to get together with Amira and put some bugs in her ear. I feel like Amira is the only one who has learned from the microaggression hints in the DR, but Amira is still being childish whenever she can. The best thing for Taylor to do to me is make some kind of final three with Brittany and Michael and work as hard as she can with those two people to maneuver through the game. I don't see anybody outside of Brittany and Michael being honest and genuine with Taylor. Amira would probably work with her, but as you can see, she's still doing the bullshit on the feeds as well. So, what I've seen is I really think she's staying. Okay, a lot of people think she's staying. Okay, I'm going to have a little bit of hope. I ain't going to go doom and gloom just yet. But there are a few more days, so they need to keep Pooch in the dark. Agreed. But also, a few more days, Pooch could dig himself into a deeper hole because Pooch is an asshole. So I'm sure in a few more days, a lot of people don't like him, especially Kyle. I did see that Kyle didn't like him. And a lot of people don't like Pooch's personality. So he can dig himself even further in that hole. So we got to wait all the way, to Thursday night? It's only Sunday. I'm going to hold out a little bit of hope. Plus, they told Terrence Pooch was the blind side plan this week. What? I hate Terrence. Don't tell Terrence shit. My bad. I just watched live feeds all day yesterday till 4 a.m. and Friday night as well. Okay, Zuda, keep us updated. Keep us updated. I don't watch live feeds, y'all. I only watch Twitter. So if they don't post the clip on Twitter, I don't know what's going on. I don't have that kind of time to sit up and watch live feeds, especially because usually, I get the live feeds for free on my Amazon Prime account. And usually if I'm bored, I click it on and see what's going on every once in a while. But these people, I have no desire. I have no desire to watch them do the bullshit they're doing in the house. Problem. Taylor said Monty is her target, so he wants her to go. And Monty should be her target. I saw that Amira told Taylor she needs another target. Then T told Alyssa she's not after Monty, and now there is confusion. See, because I saw that Alyssa snitched on Taylor. Not Alyssa, but Amira snitched on Taylor to Monty. That's why I'm like, do we really have Monty's vote? But like I said, Taylor, all you got to do is eeny, meeny, and miny to the mo. You got a plethora of targets in that house. And you would do best not to mention any names. Just say, I don't know. Who you got to throw it back in their face. Like, I don't know who I would want. Who you think we should go for? Like, you got to do some shit like that. Don't mention no names, Taylor. But if everyone gets up and leaves when you come in and you don't need anyone to tell you, that's true. That's true. It's sad because we still see Taylor talking to herself in the bed. Like she had a conversation where, the cookout is what brought me here. I really wanted to do Big Brother since I watched the cookout and I saw the game evolve. Like we all saw the game evolve. And then we saw it get snatched 20 years back. At least 10 years back. Yeah, Alyssa dislikes Pooch. Okay, she dislikes Pooch as well. Kyle too. Yeah, I knew Kyle disliked him. Does Joseph dislike Pooch? The game saying that the girls will be dangerous to work with later on down the line because of how quick they changed on Pooch. But it's not Taylor. I mean, I agree. The girls are starting to see that they need to get the guys out, but it's not Taylor. Like getting out Taylor is not going to get rid of the girls alliance who want to come after the guys. I don't know. It's a mess. The girls really want Pooch out, so I think it's going to happen. I hope it happens, chat. I hope it happens. Nicole seems like she really doesn't like Monty anymore. I wouldn't like his ass neither. Nicole was annoyed with Monty because he's arguing to keep Pooch. Monty has so much self-hate that I don't trust him to vote out Taylor. At best, I see a tie. And we putting a lot of faith in Jasmine to break this tie. But that's at the best. Now, y'all said Kyle might vote out Pooch. So that's 7 if Kyle jumps over. We'll see. I love a good split vote. I would love to see a good split vote. I don't like no unanimous. Vote for who you want to vote. Their stupid alliance is going to implode. It will. Really, I know I'm jumping a few comments because I gotta go in like 3 minutes because I got another live in 5 minutes. Matter of fact, I need to send her the link to the live while we're talking. But in the comments, really quick, and don't worry, we're going to come back and talk strategy some more. I'm going to try my best not to talk about any more of the bullshit that will make us angry. And as long as Taylor's in the house, we're going to come on here and talk strategy. Because I don't want to hate watch. I don't want to stress myself out. And I don't want to stress y'all out either. we like light reads, funny reads, not this bullshit. But real quick in the chat, if Taylor leaves Thursday night, who's next? What's next on the hate train? Like, Daniel, who's your next target? Terrence, who's the next bitch? You know, who's next if Taylor leaves Thursday night? Put it in the chat real quick. I want to know. I do. I don't want to give up on Big Brother. I don't want to give it up. We're going to talk about non-stressful things. I'm going to try my best to keep it to strategy and not stuff that's going to stress us out, because I don't want to be angry. But who's next? Who's the next house target if Taylor goes? You hope Taylor gets kicked off. Inga, I know why. I understand. A lot of people want to see Taylor go just so she can get out of the situation. Hey, Inga. Didn't Terrence suggest that Paloma? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I can't wrap my mind around why Terrence is doing what he's doing. That's why he's probably the exit interview I want to see the most. Not because I like him, but because I want to understand how Chi-Town is acting like this. I really do. And it can't just be game. I need to stay in the game. Because it's like everyone is actually talking with everyone this time around. I think a lot of people want Terrence, Brittany, maybe Joseph to be gone pre-jury. Why isn't anyone targeting Michael? Not that I want Michael to be targeted. I like Michael. I do. But he just won 2 vetoes in a row. I'm surprised his name isn't being thrown around a lot more. I think a lot of people want Amira gone. I saw that name. If it's the guys, they want Amira. The girls want Monty. So they're next. I would like to see who's next. I love you, Taylor. I do. I really, really do. This just wasn't the cast for you, girlfriend. It wasn't. I'm ready. As much, if you stay, I want you to play. But I don't want you to keep missing the block just to be treated like shit week after week after week. I don't know. It's hard, but again, I have to get ready and go, you guys. I have another show in 5 minutes. I hope you come back. It's called Kitchen Table Talk. Many of you already know it's Kitchen Table Talk. We're going to have a good time. But from now on Kiss My Cheeks TV, Big Brother is going to be strategy, or once Taylor is gone, it's going to be shade towards Monty and Terrence. We'll be shady towards them. But I don't want to have any more. I just don't want to talk about the bullshit of what the cast is doing. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I want us to have fun over here. That's what I'm trying to say. So this was fun. We had to get that little bit out of the way. If production knew Taylor, I heard production. I'm sorry, I didn't read the whole comment, but I heard production might have a twist to help save Taylor on Thursday night as well. We shall see. We shall see, production. If production knew Taylor was inspired by Tiffany before casting her with all these, it would be very interesting. Yes, it would, that would be very interesting, but I wouldn't put it past them. But again, this was fun. I can't wait to see how things go down. We already know this is the episode where we'll see who wins HOH and we'll see who the nominees are. We already know who they will be, but I just kind of want to see how it comes to place. I really want to hear what Jasmine has to say when she puts Taylor on the block. Is she going to be classy with it, or is she going to do a Daniel? Because if she does a Daniel, I already got my reads prepared. I already got them prepared on Twitter for Jasmine and her ass. But again, I'm about to go run and grab some ice for my drink for the next show. I hope you all come back. It'll be in about 4 minutes. And I will see you all later. Until the next Big Brother Live. Have a good one. Bye. Oh wait, I forgot my signature. I have to remember to get it ready. Love y'all. Bye.